Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Eileen. Hello, Ocean Funky. Greetings, everybody. So, glad to be here today. I have decided to start doing some public readings. I just love doing public readings. They're so fun and informative to everybody. And I saw another astrologer doing these, and I was like, oh, I need to do that too. That's what's up. Okay, so guess who I have here with me? I have the wonderful, the illustrious Azizi. Azizi is the new community manager for Goddess Body Mind Spirit. How are you, Azizi?
I am absolutely fantabulous.
Awesome. Wonderful. Glad you are here. And Azizi is a friend, a sister. She's someone who has utilized my services. So, okay. BA Secret Pal is here. So we're going to start with BA Secret Pal. Hello, Tasha Lynn. How are you? So yes, we're going to start with your reading. Let me see if because I kind of made it so I can share. Okay, yeah, hold on 1 second. That way I know whose chart I've pulled up. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is just, so it's easy. One thing that I might need for you to help me with is if I change screens, I want to know if you can see when I switch. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, baby boo Grace. Yes, we made it to the end of this week. Another installment. What's up, Lillian? Hey, girlfriend. Okay, so let me start. First of all, if you would like a reading, I have 6 spots open. I've already had 2, and those ladies are here. So it's 6 other additional spots. And I'm going to have to get my phone and let Azizi know if I see anybody who you can pay via super chat, $30. And then also put on there my Venmo details and my Cash App details. And this is my first time in over a year doing this. So I'm sorry if I seem a little disheveled. But I want to pull up this first chart. Yes. Okay, here we go.
This is some reason. I'm sorry. For some reason, I can't see the chat for the live. I'm not sure why, but I'll still fiddle with it. I'll start timing.
Are you looking on your phone?
No, I'm using my tablet because I need to do the timer on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes you might have to close it out and come back in.
Okay. All right.
We didn't even coordinate this. Yes, I love this color little thing that we have going on here. Okay, so this is BA Secret Pal's chart here. And so, let's talk about what's going on here. Now, I did do a reading for you using my Metu Oracle. And what I pulled for you is Tahuti, Negative, or Ser Hetep. So what is Tahuti? Tahuti is about the higher wisdom, okay? Tahuti is about understanding that there is this higher level of wisdom or consulting an expert of some sort. I always tell people whenever we get Tahuti, this is an energy that is about consulting an expert if you need one. I think it's important for you also, BA, to trust your intuition, to tap into your intuition. And as I talk, if there's something where you're like, yeah, this is making sense, or you have questions, or you want to give some feedback, feel free to drop that into the chat. But Tahuti is also about opening yourself up to expert advice or sitting at the foot of the sage when it comes to whatever it is that you're working on so that you can avoid creating a problem. Like trying to solve one problem, you create another problem. It could be also that there is some level of expansion that should be going on for you. Yes, that's it. Picking a guru guide. That's it. Because this Orsair energy it's a spiritual energy. It's about moving in the direction of being authentically who and what you are. And I can actually just remove this out while I'm talking. It's about stepping into, see, Orsair is the energy of, it's the energy of the person that's in the world, but not of the world. Okay. And so it's important for you, BA, to begin to move yourself in this place of authenticity. And so, just looking at your age, you're moving towards being 50. Maybe it's important for you to begin to get real with yourself about, like, this is what I really want to do. When I turned 50, one of the things that I began to say to myself is, I feel like I got more life behind me than I have before me. I really don't know when I'm going to die. I don't know if I have another 50 in me, but I'm certain I have more life behind me than I have before me. And so it's time for me to step up and show up exactly and do exactly what I was called to do. And so, like, to bring your chart back up, you have the North Node in the 11th house. Yeah, you have the North Node in the 11th house. And so, the 11th, and it's in Aquarius. I would think that it's important for you to make sure that you're moving in the direction of getting out in front of big groups of people. I don't know if you have a technological spin, like you have a lot of fire and air, and your moon is in Capricorn. So you have this energy of success and being driven, and just where your placements are, it's very mental energy. And so I would wonder if, it's important for you to maybe be an activist of some sort. But that North Node will tell you what it is that you need to be doing. And it's Aquarius. You are supposed to be doing Aquarian things. Master engineer and businesswoman. Yes. And so now the question is, are you wanting to take your life in a new direction? Let me see if I go back out and switch this to progressed, your progressed chart. So you're progressed Gemini. Did you see the chart switch, Azizi?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're progressed Gemini. And so maybe where you're wanting to head now, and honestly, I bet you things have changed a lot in the last 5 years, because your son, maybe 5 or 6 years, because your son is very new into Gemini. And so I don't know if it's that you want to move to start writing some stuff. Maybe you want to start teaching. Maybe you want to start moving into, healing arts of some sort, working with the healing arts. Definitely moving into more of a spiritual position, but there's this energy of balance in your progress chart that you might be dealing with. But I do think that there is some shift that needs to happen. There's some shift that's probably happening for you. Looking at your chart, your progress chart, your mother was an Aquarius. Wow. Okay. And it's interesting because your North Node is very Aquarius-like. And so I don't know if there's something, some new direction that you want to be going in terms of Aquarius. Now, I will say, in your birth chart with the eclipses, that maybe something with the mind, the mental health, maybe having a reset of the mind. I bet you that's been something that has been very important for you. But the other thing about this Orsair energy, BA, is that it's about having, it's a very spiritual energy. It's a very, very spiritual energy. And so I think mindfulness is something, probably your whole life you've needed mindfulness. Let me see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Azizi. Okay. Yes. Moved 5 years ago from New York City to Ecuador in the Andes Mountains. Okay. So it looks like you're headed in the right direction. So are you doing everything there that you, okay. So you moved to New York, VP of a nonprofit to help indigenous people sell organic food crops. I want to write a book. You're headed in the right direction. You're definitely. The thing is this, if you have anything that's going on with your health, I would encourage you to make sure that you seek out medical professionals, because sometimes it's just what we need to do. I know a lot of us are like, really earthy, but with Tahuti speaking, if it's something really, if you really need to search out an expert, you should do that. But we talked about you finding a guide, a spiritual guide. I think that that's really important also. But yeah, this Orsair Hetep is telling me that you are definitely living in alignment with what you're supposed to do. You just need to make sure, maybe there's something you should have done and you haven't done. That's what the Tahuti is speaking to. Maybe there's some type of way you're supposed to expand, but you're not doing it. That might, you need to lose some tummy fat. But yeah, so that's what I think with Tahuti. And then let's see here. There were some things that I looked at in your chart that I wanted to tell you about. So let's just go ahead and talk about what's going on right now. So we know the eclipses have been happening in the 3rd house and the 9th house for you. And so this is a time for the 3rd house actually is day-to-day routines. Have you been working on your day-to-day routines, coming up with some new routines? Maybe, there's some ways that you're supposed to be operating in your new home. 5 years is not a long time for you to be in a new country. So maybe there's something with the day-to-day operations that needs to happen. Also, you're in a new country, so maybe a shift in paradigm is important for you. Have you made a full shift in a paradigm? It just seems to me when you move to a new country, there is a shedding that happens from the way you saw the world, and then you pick up a whole new way of seeing the world. But it could have been like a little bit of a struggle. Or the other thing that's coming to me is you could have gone there thinking one thing, like it's just going to be so wonderful. And now you're realizing, dang, it's some realities that I'm facing down here. Okay, very good. Very good. With the sun salutation, prayers, morning meditation. That's very good. Yes, that's very important. Now the eclipses are going to be moving in your 2nd and 8th house. Workout. Yes. Very good. So going back to the workout, with the eclipses happening in your 2nd, okay, so the eclipses are going to be moving into your 2nd house of Taurus and your 8th house of Scorpio. And so with that house, this is about self-care. 2nd house and 8th house, definitely about self-care. And it's about, I really do think that it's important for you to make sure you do mindfulness type practices, just because you have so much energy down in the 3rd house, the journaling. I think you said that morning meditation. Yes, keep that up. Keep up the yoga and the morning meditations. And the 2nd house, though, for you also is about, besides the 2nd and 8th house, Taurus and Scorpio, besides the self-care and the deep healing, because I do think, I'm going to tell you what I've seen when I see the eclipses in the 2nd and 8th. Money topics come up in a major way. And it's not necessarily bad. It's just something new is going to be on the horizon. Shared resources, you're a nonprofit. So, you may want to come up with different ways of applying for money, grant money. I don't know if that's how it works where you are, but you're going to have to like begin to perhaps change your way of working with these shared resources or getting backing with the Scorpio house for the nonprofit. But even yours, like with a partner, business partners, shared resources, taxes, that kind of thing, like take it very seriously, okay? But also healing your inner self. Like you don't want to be there working a lot. You got this energy of being very driven. That Capricorn moon makes you work very hard. And so, you know, you definitely want to not run from anything. Don't run from your demons, none of that. And the Taurus house is more about your self-worth, your self-value, your money, your personal finances, like maybe even starting new ways of making money or generating other ways of investing your money. I can tell you besides this nonprofit that you're doing, Aquarius could be like investing in some kind of way. Okay. It's stock market. I don't really push the stock market, but whatever that means for you. Okay. Investments. And so I wonder if that could be something that could be coming up for you. I do think that this is a good time for you to be focused on your book. A very good time to be focused on your book. And then this moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn, you're very cardinal. You have this energy of getting things going and started up. And so when Venus retrogrades in Capricorn, I think that for you, it's going to create some change regarding job. I don't know if it's something about your home. Maybe you're going to redecorate it or something, or maybe you're not all settled in, or maybe you're not all settled in into the nonprofit. But the moon has to do with the home and the family. And so I really do think that something is going to shift. There's going to be big topics of money and career for you over this next year. And so if you get to a point where you're like, I cannot figure this out, then get an expert. Find somebody who you can speak to. But baby, amping up your self-care and your spiritual work, that will help you quite a bit. You're in a second house year because you are 49. So that makes it a second house theme until you're 50. So with the second house, that's bringing back that emphasis of money. It has to do with food, self-care, self-worth, self-value, your stuff. It's just going to be this, a manifestation. I think that would be a good one for you. And maybe for you, it's working on the mind, continually keeping your mind aligned with that which you seek and desire to manifest. Let me see some of your comments. Okay, step at the workup. Palo Santo, very good. I'm starting to be more mindful, especially in my daily meeting with people and how I speak. That's very important. And the reason I keep going over that is you have so many planets in Gemini, and your Venus is there. And Venus rules your second house, which this is a very important house. This house is Taurus and Scorpio, very important for everybody, okay? But when I'm looking at, okay, where is the second house ruler? Like, okay, if I want more information, yeah, there may not be any planets in your second house, but I'm going to tell you where your second house energy is. It's in your third house. And this third house does have to do with local community. It has to do with communication. It has to do with social media, business, making connections, talking, writing, siblings, short trips. You know, maybe you love short trips. This might be something you like, short trip queen, you know, maybe. And so all of these topics are going to come up for play. This Gemini house will become very important. And so maybe you get the idea for the book. Maybe you start nurturing it a little bit and then you start writing the book. I would definitely be taking this book seriously. Okay. Saturn is down in the third house. Like Gemini is very important for this Gemini house is so important. Okay. Let me see Azizi, because I know Azizi's going to keep me on task. Okay. Eighth house, I'm depending on other people's money and I'm writing a grant. The nonprofit, okay, is based out of Texas, so we can receive donations. Yes. And I would say with the South Node moving there, it's just, let me see, your Mars is in the third house. So for you, contracts and really, what's the word I'm looking for? Contracts and making connections, having conversations, meeting with people. These are things that are priority for you. Let me see here. I was just looking into investing 2 days ago, reading my mind. No, not settled in yet. My business partner is a Capricorn moon, and she has a meeting on Monday for a large dragon fruit deal that is heading in the USA. So, okay, thank you, Azizi. I don't think anything else has come in. So right now I only have 2, and yeah, we will keep going. Let me know when that 5 minutes has passed, and then I will, if no one has requested, then I might go a little bit further. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something, BA Secret Pal. And then after BA Secret Pal is Ocean Funke. So something I think that's very important for you is working manifestation rituals. I think that would be very good for you to be doing. Like, you want to make sure you keep yourself energetically aligned with whatever it is that y'all are seeking to manifest. So, vision boards, working with the subconscious mind. You want to make sure that you keep your subconscious mind clear of any limiting beliefs that would stop you from manifesting what you want. And it's like, you can never look at what you see happening in your world and fear that anything is going to go wrong. Like, Tahuti Negative is saying, do not fear lack. Don't fear things not working out. Open yourself up to universal law. Be open to receive what you want and use universal law in order to manifest it. Because that South Node is going to be in Scorpio. And so what I think is going to happen is it'll purge you of anything. That South Node in that house that has to do with other people's resources, it's going to purge. It's going to be purged of anything that you don't need to be there. And so I would say face any inner demons that would prevent you from fully showing up the way you need to show up for its resources to manifest. Okay, Lillian, did you send it to, tell me where you sent it to. Oh, thank you. Tell me where y'all sent it to, because I was looking for notifications, but I don't see anything. Let me pull it. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, okay. Thank y'all. I don't know. Okay. So, Azizi, after Ocean Funke is Shakira. And then after that is Lillian. Okay. Did anyone Venmo me? I just looked at Cash App. So I don't know why I'm not getting notifications, but okay. Okay, let me give you a, thank y'all for letting me know. Let me give you a, okay, here you go. Let me take this out. This is for, this is for Tess. Yes, okay. I am triumphant, excuse me. I celebrate all victories, big and small. I am triumphant. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to give for you. That's what I'm going to give for you. And this full moon is definitely going to be one that is to be respected. So take good care of your body. Take good care of your body and use this moon to infuse your life, to move yourself in a direction that you want to go in. Okay. Okay. Zizi, I'm going to move on to Ocean Funke. But let me see if I have any emails. Hey, Azizi, will you give me your email address? I'm like, oh my gosh. Or if y'all don't care, drop your details in the chat. I probably have yours, Shakira. But drop your details in the chat when it's your time and then just erase it, okay? Okay, good. All righty. So I'm going to update the email. Tell you what, I'm going to leave my email up here. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to put, I don't want to put it on screen. I'm going to put Azizi's email here, and you can send her your birth details, okay? I have yours already, Ocean Funke. What you need to send, Lillian, I'm pretty sure I have Shakira's already, is, and I already have yours, Ocean Funke, is your time of birth, date of birth, and city and state of birth. Definitely need the time, okay? So there's Azizi's email, and we'll erase it later, Azizi. Don't let me forget. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, Ocean Funke. Okay, I thought so, Shakira. Yes, okay. So I have a Shakira's. I just need Lillian's. So, and Azizi, write down Eileen. Oh, I already have Ocean Funke. This was so interesting. I don't know if Ocean Funke is related to BA because I pulled the same cards, but in a different order. So I pulled Orsair positive, Tahuti positive, Tahuti Atep. Let me just go back to you, BA test. Oshun, work with the energy, Oshun. The goddess Oshun. Okay, Ocean Funke, I was loving this reading, knowing what I know, you're going through a big transition right now. And so pulling Orsair, I'm like, okay, Obatala, I see you. Orsair positive. This is the same energy as Obatala. And the 49 Club. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yes. Thank you, Eileen. I got it. Yeah, if you send me money, let me know, because Azizi doesn't have like my Cash App and stuff like that. So I have 3 of y'all, Eileen, Lillian, and Shakira. Y'all, I got y'all. Definitely. Okay, so Ocean Funke, I have for you Orsair positive Tahuti Atep. So it's very similar. Orsair is, again, this energy of authenticity and stepping into, who you are unapologetically. And it's like the older we get, the more this message becomes, or, this move to be authentically who and what you are becomes more and more important. And so I think it's important for you to make sure that you have spiritual practices that help to keep your energy free and clear. This is the energy, and Tess, you can listen to this too, because it's the same energy. Orsair says it's the energy that's in the world, but not of the world. And there's the energy of Amen, and in the Ifa tradition, that would be called Olodumare. And then right below Amen is the energy of Orsair. And Orsair is walking in the world. So work with your Ori, work with your higher self, really working to connect with this energy of yourself that's not in the body. There's a portion of you that's in the body, and then there's a portion of you that's not in the body. And this is the part that you most want to connect with. And I do think it's important to understand how are we programmed. And that would be to understand the subconscious. Like, I would definitely go into the subconscious, Ocean Funke, and work to clear. And I'm just going to go on ahead and pull up your chart. Azizi, do you see Sag rising at the top? Like, do you see this is the Venus and Sag right here? Oh, you know what? I can blow this up right here and look. Yeah, that's hers. That's hers. Okay. So, Iya, when these eclipses move, you're going to have eclipse in the 6th and the 12th house. And this 12th house is the house of the subconscious mind. And so I think it's so important, especially with these big changes that you're going through, is to have a complete new reset of the subconscious mind, to open yourself to releasing any hurts, any pains, any woundings. Another thing that this house has to do with is connecting with the ancestors and healing the ancestral wounds. But you know what I always teach in the inner circle? How do we heal our ancestral lineage? We heal ourselves, which is what this 6th house is going to be about for you. The 6th house is about change what you do day to day. Change anything that you're doing that's negatively impacting your health. That's not about, that doesn't bring nurturance to you in terms of the way that you work. So I think this would be a good time for you to start shifting what is work and what does it mean to make money. Really, like, it's really a conversation that I'm beginning to realize is very important, because we'll think, well, I make money in this way. And, to make money, this is what you do, or you're worthy of money. Because see, this is what Venus, Taurus has to do with. You're worthy of money if you do things in a certain manner. Then this is when you're worthy of money. I saw somebody make a post today and she was like, yeah, my first year of business, I was working hard. And then she realized that she burned herself out. She finally shifted and started doing exactly what she wanted to do, charging what she wanted to charge. And she works less and makes more money. And it seems like maybe it's just a few people that can do that. But I'm telling everybody who can hear the sound of my voice, the way that we make money is shifting. And so we want to begin to shift our inner landscape to line up with that. It is a time for high self-care, just like I mentioned with your 1972 sister, BA, you're in a 2nd house year. And the 2nd house year is a year of self-care and raising your self-worth and your self-value. It is a time to be focused on money. And so these are going to be major things for you. And how do you do this? You begin to spiritually align yourself with your higher self, because Oyser operates according to omnipresence. What is omnipresence? Omnipresence is the energy of the divine is everywhere. There's not anything the divine doesn't know. We don't even really need to dial nothing up, right? Prayer is really just affirmations, right? And so that's one thing, always understanding and realizing you are in the sea of consciousness. And what else does Oyser know? Oyser knows, hey, my job is to say, this is what I desire to experience in the space-time continuum. And I just let the universe know the what and the why. But I allow the omniscience to, show me the path forward. Complete and utter trust in the wisdom, in the laws of the universe, and the omnipotence. One of the things that I think is important for a lot of us to begin to operate according to is, the power of the universe is really the greatest power. The power of the universe is the greatest. And we can allow that power to be the wind behind our back. And that's the thing, depending on the power of the universe to lead, guide, and direct you. But the good news is or say positive to Hootie Hatep, which is the laws of the universe. Trust the professionals, listen to the gurus. Also, I think for you, continue to step into this energy of you are the guru, and I think the same is true for Tess. You step into this energy of understanding that you are the guru. You are the master teacher. Okay. Yeah, you one of these Sagittarius it's been rough. It's been rough on the Sagittarius. Y'all are beautiful right now because we have Venus in your sign. Now, Venus is going to retrograde in your second house. Again, this second house energy, making money, finances, your stuff. You might start just feeling like, you know what, I want new stuff. I'm getting rid of everything. Or I don't know. It'll be something that you'll be thinking about. Another thing with Venus is you might want to change something in your appearance. Now, something else is food. Food is going to become a big topic for you because Venus is going to retrograde in your second house. Money, your purpose, you're going to be really focused on your purpose because Venus is going to transit this North Node. So yeah, I think it's really important for you to get out that pen and paper, write things that come to you. Just a huge reset. We know a huge reset is coming on for you, but definitely something about resources, money, maybe the way you deal with your money, you're going to change it or something. I don't know. I do think that the Venus retrograde can be very profitable for you because you do have Jupiter there, even though I don't think it'll be caught up in this retrograde, but it's still in that house. You definitely have this energy of being able to have a lot of resources. And then, this is going to be a time for you, Ia, where you are going to definitely be feeling like you need to be away a little bit. You're going to definitely be feeling like, I'm just working on me right now. I don't have time for everybody else. I'm just working on me right now. We're finishing up the retrograde in your seventh house. Oh, yeah. I've been watching you and I'm like, I told you relationships was going to be a big deal and it's sort of turning out a little bit differently. But I see the topic of relationships coming up for you, and looking at how the community is rallying on your behalf. And I think that is beautiful. But I will say that the next year to 2 years is going to be really important for you. When you need to take time away, get away. And be highly focused on health and well-being. Am I doing good on time, Azizi? Okay. Okay, so I will say for you, Pluto is getting closer and closer to your North Node. And I'm going to tell you the way I think about things because I'm very Scorpionic in the way that I think about things. So my thoughts often are, I don't know if I have 6 months. I really don't know how long I have. And of course, I don't have anything serious going on with me. But I think you're going to start moving in that direction. You're going to be like, come hell or high water, I'm going to get this done. Okay. Hey, Rashawn. Okay, good. Okay. Listening to the hypnosis. If I were you, I would become hypnosis queen. And I will be uploading more hypnosis into the inner circle as time passes. Oh, let me do it again. But Pluto is going to be transiting your North Node pretty soon. And so, that's going to bring a big shift for you. I do think it could be one where you step deeply into your power and making money, like maybe connecting with powerful people. I do think that's important for you to make sure, in the next few years, it's not quite yet, but it's next year. I think you're going to start feeling like I got to start dealing with these powerful people, or you'll feel more empowered. You'll be like, come hell or high water, I'm going to do this, like Superwoman or something. Okay. Ia, this is what I have for you in terms of your affirmation. I am patient. I breathe and trust that everything is unfolding for my highest purpose. I am patient. It's a very Saturn type energy. I'll say it that way. It's very Saturnian. It's, you're moving into that age where you're a baby. What do you call it? A baby elder. It's really important for you to go on ahead and embrace this Saturnian energy also. I hope that helps. Pluto makes sense. I've already come to accept death with no regrets and dedicated to practice living more fully. Second chance of life. Very good, Ocean Funke. Y'all know her personally, so that just, woo. Okay. Who's next is easy? I hope that helps, Ocean Funke.
Ooh, I'm sorry. You still have 5 more minutes with Ia.
Okay. We'll have to do more like 15 minutes.
Okay. So Shakira is next.
Okay. Shakira. Okay. Ocean Funke, ask me any questions that you may have while I pull up Shakira's chart. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see why Shakira wrote. It's so funny when people have a lot of stuff going on. Ocean Funke, her rising sign is so for you, this full moon is about having more fun and creativity. I didn't mention the full moon. This upcoming full moon is going to be quite a bit. Well, just kind of going back. I mean, it's like this repetitive thing that we're talking about, authentically showing up who and what you are. And so, yeah, the full moon is going to give you that. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Shakira, let me do you next. This is interesting. Okay. Shakira got Tahuti negative also. I'm like, what's Tahuti up to today? Okay. Now, I'm going to start sounding like a broken record, but I'm going to be, making it for everybody. That's what I got. I got it. I'm just going to go with it. Okay, Shakira. So Shakira, I'm going to pull up your chart and look at it as I do yours. Ocean Funke is 49. Yes. Let's see if is Shakira. No, I thought she was younger. No, she's younger. She's 20 years younger. So she's going through her Saturn return. Oh, okay, Shakira, I see you. Did I pull it up yet? No. Okay. She was born in 1992. Okay, I see y'all. All y'all showing up together. Okay, I'm not mad at you. Okay, so for you, Shakira, what I want to tell you is there could be something that you are supposed to be aspiring to do, something, maybe some wisdom has been given to you, and maybe you don't want to do this. It could be some direction that you're supposed to be taking your life in. And and you just really don't want to do it. Now I'm going to tell you why you might not want to, Shakira. Number one, you have a lot of planets at the bottom of your chart. And when you have a lot of planets at the bottom of your chart, you might tend to be a late bloomer. Okay. You might tend to be a late bloomer. And so, and so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to begin to figure out, what is the mission? What are you supposed to do? What is the mission? And so, let's see here. Your mission is fifth house things. So are you starting your own business? Is that what you're avoiding? This Tahuti negative is letting me know, the wisdom is telling you to do something, but you maybe don't want to do it. The only reason I'm asking if you're avoiding starting your business is because you have the sun in the fifth house. And so that's a placement for business ownership. I don't know if you're artsy. You look like you're a little sciencey, to be honest with you. And so I don't know if, maybe you're supposed to be fifth house, Neptune. Yeah. I started and stopped. Okay. I think it's very important. I don't know what you started and stopped, but I think it's very important. Let me go back. I don't know if I missed. Okay, baby boo Grace, I see you. I don't know what it is that you started and stopped. Oh, maybe your business is what you're saying. So the affirmation that I pulled for you is I am patient. It just so happens I pulled the same one. Like I said, all y'all showing up here together today. Okay, I'm not mad at you. I am patient, which is one of your key traits because you are a Capricorn. Okay. I breathe and trust that everything is unfolding for my highest purpose. Okay. And so, the thing about Capricorn, it has the energy of getting things started. And you might need to tap into that a little bit more. You might want to tap into that a little bit more. Another thing too, Shakira, is you are an Aquarius. You have this Aquarius moon and you have your Saturn in Aquarius. And one of the things I've been teaching, at least in my inner circle, is that Aquariuses are supposed to be leading the way. I really do think that it's something you're supposed to be doing that you're avoiding doing, maybe out of fear, because Capricorns can be kind of fearful. You want to be successful. You want everything to work out. You have very high standards. And so you might avoid doing stuff because you delay it. The other thing is you're a Virgo. So I would think maybe, are you sciencey? Are you supposed to be teaching something? I think you're supposed to be teaching something. Maybe you're going to be an astrologer. I don't know if it's that or if it actually is just something sciencey. You're very creative. And what might make you fearful is that you feel like whatever you do is a little weird and strange. You also don't want to stand out, but you're supposed to stand out. Herbalism. Oh yes. Okay. So what is it that you are afraid of? I have Eileen's stuff. Just FYI, it's easy. What are you hesitant about? I'm telling you now, you're supposed to be a master at whatever you do. You're a Virgo rising. Yeah. So that's what that Tahuti is. I think it's really important for you to go for it. Go for it. Okay. Now, with Tahuti speaking, you want to tap into the laws of the universe. So that's something that I think is really important, spirituality. And so the second card I pulled for you is Hera-Kahuti negative. Okay. And so Hera-Kahuti is about forward movement and being courageous. Tahuti is about expansion. Okay. So all the 1972s and the 1992, all right, it's time for y'all to expand and become somebody new. Move in the direction of your destiny and your goals. And Hera-Kahuti is the energy of Ogun, the warrior. And so I think it's important for you to figure out ways to transcend your fear. Now I'm going to tell you, you're young, okay? 29 is young. 30 is young. In astrology, we really aren't mature until we are about 36, 37. You essentially only been an adult. You've been an adult less than you were a kid, right? You've only been an adult for a short while, not even half your life yet. And so it's like really okay if you don't have it all figured out. But the thing that you want to do is to keep moving forward. And so, Hera-Kahuti is asking you to just keep moving past your fears. Cut. This is the energy of the machete. Cut away anything that could be stopping you from moving forward the way you're supposed to. Cut through your fear. Cut through your insecurities. See, Hera-Kahuti is like crazy. What's that word I want to use? Look at you. It's like crazy, insane confidence. It doesn't even think it can fail. And so Hera-Kahuti is asking you to imbue yourself. You might want to work with the energy of, I'm going to give you Oya. I relate Oya to Capricorn. I'm going to give you the energy of Oya and Ogun. Okay. You're having, what I stopped is you're having your Venus return. Look at you. Okay, Shakira, this is what I want you to do. For the next at least 7 days, write down everything that you want to manifest. It doesn't matter how it's going to manifest, nothing. Write down everything that you want to manifest. And, if you want to go out on a date, even if it's with somebody who you're not really interested in, but you're just going on a date to send the energy or a message to the universe. This is what I want more of. What do you want regarding money? What do you want regarding career? Because when you have a Venus return, you use that time as a way to manifest everything that you want. And so this is such a good time for you to do that. You're 29. So you're in a 6th house year. Okay. What does it mean when I say you're in a 6th house year? That means that you are, it's about, wow. This is a year for you to work on, just like I told Ocean Funke, like your day-to-day routines, health and wellness, work. Like, what is it that you need to build yourself up regarding work? Typically, Capricorns have real good work ethics, but it doesn't mean that you have all the skills or that you just have the whole system down. Remember, Aquarius is the kind of energy that it seems like Aquarius is not making any progress, but you will make progress. You just need to just stick and stay with it, okay? Remember, patient. I am patient. But yeah, you really want to make sure that you look at this as a new year. Put together a vision board. Go all out. And the last thing that I'll tell you is the Venus retrograde is going, you're going to be the ones that's like, all my exes are in my inbox or sending me emails or asking me out on dates. I think it's going to bring up a lot regarding that. I don't know if you have children, it's going to bring up something regarding children. If you don't have children yet, you might just be like, oh, I really want children. Or if you do have children, it could just bring up some topics regarding your kids. I think it's going to bring up this herbalism too. Maybe you're like, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to go on ahead and do it. Yeah. And I think it could bring up some spiritual, like growth and expansion type topics also. Let me see what Shakira's saying. Okay, Zizi, what you telling me? Oh, okay. If I get garbled, just go, say it to me because I haven't looked at this in a minute. If you didn't hear anything, Shakira, let me know. Basically, afraid of failing. Yes. That's something I'm going to tell you, like Ocean Funke, to use the hypnosis, to work on your belief system, because you just have limiting beliefs. That's it. You want to be, instead of looking at what if I fail, what if you succeed? These are the kinds of ways we have to begin to talk to ourselves. Okay, you heard it all. Good, good, good. But you're a Virgo. Virgo's a herbalist. Virgos are, I mean, like, you have a lot. You have sixth house energy. Sixth house energy is about health and wellness. How many of us need herbalists? I don't have time to try to figure out all that out for myself. I don't have time. I want to go to an herbalist, explain what's going on with me, because this person has gone through training. They can tell me what I need to use. If they know I'm on some medication, which I'm not, but if I'm on some medication, they'll be like, oh, no, don't take this. Take this. We need you. And just remember, it doesn't matter if you don't come from a lineage of herbalists. Okay? It doesn't matter. See, you cutting edge. You're an Aquarius. You are cutting edge. You're at the forefront. And it seems like everybody's doing herbs and stuff like that nowadays, but maybe not. A lot of people are dabbling, but they don't have training. And we need trained herbalists, okay? So let me see if there's, so this full moon is going to happen for you in the 8th house. And so what I encourage you to do, this is not going to be an easy moon with the being in the 8th house. To get in the bath, relax, find some herbs to keep your nerves settled, and be ready to look at some topics of deep healing, okay? Be ready to look at some topics of deep healing. So, yeah. Let me see what Azizi's telling me. That's what I have. Okay, cool. Okay, so when I finish, if y'all have questions, if I didn't touch on something, let me know. And maybe at the end, how many do we have right now, Azizi? Maybe at the end, I might come back and like touch on some stuff that.
We have 6.
6 total?
Yeah, so you got 3 more.
Okay.
Right, cool. that are right. I'm not sure if anybody else that just joined is gonna get one.
Okay, it's fine. 6, yeah, no more than 8 for sure. That was number 3, right?
Yes, that was 3.
Okay, so Shakira, let me know if you have any more questions. Okay, now I need to put in Lillian's information. Man, Lillian is a blast from the past, baby. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Which county, Lillian? I have Calhoun, and is this Houghton or something like that? Is Lillian on? What did she say, Azizi?
Yeah, she said Calhoun.
Calhoun, okay. I always feel like, I need to make sure it's exactly right. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay. Lillian. And one of the things that I hope that y'all realize is, man, getting readings. I do readings for myself every day. Okay. This is interesting. Very interesting. Yes, I love that. Ia Ocean Funke wanted to share a theme of rebirth, have been coming through the universe, even Jesus cards with rebirth Bible verses. Wow. Are you talking about that, everything that's going on with you? I'm like, that's deep. Okay. Okay, so for Lillian, I have Haru positive, Herakahuti positive. So this is very active energy. You're being, what the universe is saying is, hey, this is an active time. This is a time of yang energy. And so Haru is an energy that has to do with living according to your heart. Yes, I agree, Ocean Funke. That's very true. All of y'all. Living according to your heart, and living according to your will, understanding it's about planting that seed and, within the garden of your, your energetic body. This is how we, manifest that which we desire. Azizi, do you see Regina's comment? Okay. And so it's so important for you right now to understand that whatever it is that you want to manifest, you plant that seed within your own energy. And then of course you're going to have to take action in order to make it happen. But there's something, I think you're going in a new direction. Just because this is the energy of Herakahuti positive, you're Cancer rising. You are a Pisces sun. Okay. And a moon in Scorpio. Yes, you will be going through some changes soon. So yeah, you're headed in a new direction. And Haru is also about looking at your conditionings. And so you might want to be looking at what is it that you need to do in order to, looking at your programming. And however you have been programmed, it might be something that where you're like, I need to get this out of me. I don't want this in me anymore. I don't want to think like this anymore. I want to step into a new way of being. It's positive. And so it could be whatever these changes are, you're just like, yeah, I'm ready for change. I want to make some new changes. Haru has to do with the belief system. So it might be that you're headed, I can tell you right now, let me pull up your chart. I can tell you now, you are going to be headed in feeling like you see the world in a whole new way. Just maybe there's something you want to learn. You might be starting to feel like, hey, I want to, it might not be necessarily going back to school, but it's definitely something that you want to learn. I mean, it could be something very creative also. You have a lot of creative energy. So it might be the energy of creativity. And something with your health too, I think is really important. You could be feeling like I really need to do something different on the health front. And this upcoming eclipse, where is it going to be? Hold on one second. The eclipse in Sagittarius. on the 4th of, what is this, December, 12 degrees. It's not super close to your Jupiter, but it's not, I mean, it's respectable. It's, yeah. I would think maybe you need to work on your liver. Maybe it's the liver that needs to be addressed. It might be that you are needing to pull back from eating maybe it's like something with just doing too much of it. So maybe it's not eating, I don't know, but it's health and wellness. So that's what I was focused on. But maybe the other thing is your doctor or some professional has told you there's something that you need to focus on. And so that's something that needs to happen. It's just another thing could be hips. It could be something with the hips or the booty that you're focused on regarding your health and wellness. But I really do think that whatever it is that these eclipses have been asking you to pull back from it, to not do too much of something. But your moon is in Scorpio. It may not be until later next year, but those eclipses are going to start really hitting your moon, which means that you might start saying, I want to move, I want to live somewhere different. It could be even actually affecting your health, your body. So I do think it's important for you to be focused on your health and your wellness right now. And then, another thing is, I wonder also if you need to be more creative, but also there's this energy of being away. I don't know if you've had any stays in the hospital over the last maybe 18 months or whatever, but that is a possibility. That maybe even recently that the eclipses could have made you have to go be away, get away. Maybe you just went on vacation. I don't know. Maybe you were just like, forget it. I'm tired of, well, maybe we couldn't go on vacation that much, but you just stayed away quite a bit. Oh, pre-diabetic. Yep. I see that. Pancreas. Huh. It's my creative time of year. Beautiful. Hey, totally, Rory. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, I'm just looking. I just didn't want to miss any of your comments, Lillian. So yeah, Haru is. The best thing I can say with this Haru is it's really important for you to change your beliefs in some kind of way. So if you're pre-diabetic, it might be like, for me, the way I got myself off sugar was I started listening to people who made sense. I'm gonna put it that way. And like what they told me to do, it actually worked. So one thing I will offer to you would be like something like intermittent fasting. And so this is why we need Shakira to go ahead and do this herbalism thing, because I don't know what Lillian needs to do naturally. She's natural. I can look at her chart and tell she's very natural. And Herakahuti in Haru is about take action. And the good news is they have spoken in the positive. And so you're going to take action and you'll feel motivated to do it. So if you're pre-diabetic, take the action you need to take and you're going to get rid of it. Like, it'll be so easy for you. It'll be easy and effortless. But I can tell you I know you can handle this, Lillian. The way these eclipses are going to be working are change or be changed. That's how I look at this energy. Okay. Change or be changed. And so, yeah. And another thing is, who are you hanging out with? Or maybe you need to find other groups, like people who've gotten over being pre-diabetic, or maybe hang out with people who are, let me see, where's your Venus? Maybe hang out with people who are business owners or who are very creative. I think that's important. Like, do you hang out with other creatives? Because that's where the other part of the eclipse in Venus, Taurus is going to be happening. Capricorn is in the 7th house. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think would be good for you would be, I don't know if you're going to be getting involved in a relationship. Maybe you're going to be finding yourself getting caught up in a new relationship or return to an old relationship of some sort. And maybe also you will maybe get a coach. That's something else I want you to think about. Maybe you need to get a coach in some kind of way. Maybe you had somebody helping you. Maybe you had like a dietitian or something helping you, or in whatever regard. Maybe you had somebody helping you, and now you will be going back to them to get this, whatever kind of help it was. Maybe it's not about health and wellness. I'm just sort of focused on that because of what I see in your chart. I will say it is important for you to be very creative. I think being creative will help you in your healing process. You are, let me see, where's your North Node? Oh, look at you. Your North Node is in the 4th house. Do you make jewelry or clothes? Do you like fashion? Do you like making, what is your art? And it's healing art. That might be a new spin for you. I don't know if that's the direction you want to go in, but your North Node is in the 4th house. And so that has to do with the home and family. It's in Libra, which I'm sure you've been feeling like your life purpose has been coming up quite a bit for you because of this Libra energy. Let me see here. And your Chiron is in Aquarius, which of course Aquarius is highlighted in your 8th house. And so, Lillian, deep healing is very important for you, but also there is this energy of resources. You know, shared resources might be shifting or changing or coming your way or something like that, or taxes. But the 8th house, oftentimes, especially if you have Chiron there, is something about healing. This is a deeply healing time for you. And it's really time, according to the Oracle, for you to take some action. And you will be successful no matter what you go for. It could be focusing on this house stuff that I see is being highlighted. Wait a minute. Let me see what house you're in. So Lillian, you're 62. You're healing naturally. Okay. I think you should definitely go for the business. This energy, this masculine energy is definitely about business. And your moon being in this house of Scorpio, in the 5th house, that's definitely a house for business, a creative business, maybe a healing business. And then the moon in Taurus might be more about you learning about like technology or something like that for your business, or getting out into the marketplace, getting your stuff out into the marketplace, because that's what you're going to be focused on. Yeah, starting a business would be so good. You're 62, right? I just want to make sure I look at the right year. Oh, okay. So you are, let me just double check. I get afraid of messing up. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. This is a year for business. You're in a 3rd house year. You are in a 3rd house year. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. Your granddaughter doing the marketing would be perfect. So this actually is the 3rd house year is a very good year for business. When you go into a 3rd house year, if you want to start a business, perfect time for that. Picking up skills, maybe some business skills. I don't know if you want to teach. So if you want to teach, it would be a really good year to go on ahead and start teaching. And I do see teaching being highlighted for you because Jupiter is going to be going into your 9th house. And so, wow, that's definitely an important house for you. I could definitely see you teaching and maybe teaching people how to heal themselves, using healing arts, using art to heal. Jupiter is going to be, I think, very good for you going into your 9th house. And then that Capricorn house, okay, I've mentioned that already. So again, Venus going into your Capricorn house, if you're wanting to start a business, that's a very good house for a new beginning with a business. Venus going in there and retrograding in your 7th house, great time for a business. Yeah, that's why I wrote notes so I can make sure the full moon. The full moon is going to be happening in your house that has to do with career. It's this Aries house up here. You see that? Yeah. I do think Venus in that'll be that Venus going into Capricorn. When we go into Capricorn season, that might be a little bit of a challenging season for you, but use that energy to move you. There's this energy of action and movement and new beginnings that I see for you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Your card, your affirmation is, I am elevated. And it's easy if I keep talking, I may not notice. So you might have to like unmute. I am elevated. Oh, this is a good one for you. My awareness is always expanding as I rise to my highest good. And I do think that it's important for you to, embody that, continue. You're that way naturally. Because you are going in a new direction, and it will require a new mindset, and it will require a new vision. Maybe it might require a new paradigm also. Okay, good. Okay, Eileen. Okay, let me know, Lillian, if you have any other questions. I hope I touched on everything for you. So this is Eileen Yami Atkins, isn't it? Okay, good. Okay.
You say you had Eileen's information?
I'm pretty sure I do. It's Eileen from the Inner Circle, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I have her stuff.
If not, she sent it to me also. And then we have 2 more after her.
Okay. So am I missing any good comments, Azizi?
I think you're caught up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're caught up.
Okay. And Eileen's birthday is September 18th, right? Is that Eileen, right? Okay.
Let me double check.
Glad to hear that, Lillian.
Yeah, September 18th.
Okay. Yep, I have her.
Okay.
Okay. All righty. And after her, is that Regina?
No, Baby Boo Grace is after Eileen, and then Regina.
Okay. Yeah, no more. Regina's the last one. Whew. Y'all, I'll be back. If anybody watches this and wants a reading but didn't get one today, I'll be back next week. I will be back next week. Okay. Okay, I see you, Eileen. Hey, Deeza. Okay, good, Eileen. Oh. Okay. I gotta think about what I want to do with Eileen, because I've read for her recently, so I want to see what I can bring up for her. One thing I know I can do for Eileen is talk about this upcoming moon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Eileen, I pulled for you our good old faithful Tahuti. Tahuti is ruling the day this evening. Tahuti negative, Ma'at Hatep. So you got like a double Jupiter type reading. And so Tahuti is about expansion and following the wisdom, listening to the guide. I think for you, Eileen, it's important to make sure that you develop your own inner Tahuti. So the way the story goes is Tahuti, a lot of times you have your own, we have to go to the oracle until we develop our own inner Tahuti, because we all have a Tahuti. And so it's important for us to seek the guidance of the oracle. So maybe, if you've been getting readings or doing readings for yourself, getting readings from other people, listening to the wisdom and making sure that you're following that wisdom. But because I know what's going on with you, I would say it's very important for you to make sure that you develop your own inner Tahuti. The other thing is, what is the vision? So making sure you hold the vision up high and following the vision. Tahuti, going back to what I've said to some others, is if you have a health challenge going on, if you have something going on with your health and you have worked to heal that thing up, when it's like, man, this is not working, go get that help. Tahuti is about go seek the counsel of the expert, go seek the counsel of the sage. And it's about whatever area of life. One thing about, then the other energy is Ma'at Hatep. And it's about operating according to the laws of the universe, the natural laws of the universe. And I think that's something that's really important. And so something I offer to you that I have done for myself is I go through the laws of the universe and I try to see how many can I name. And if I can't name certain laws of the universe, then I know those are the laws I probably need to go back and revisit. And so I would encourage you to look at your life and ask yourself, where am I following the law and where am I not following the laws? Another thing about my eye is forgiveness and, having the big picture. I know I talk about Oshun being queen of the reframe. Ma'at is that to a large extent too, because the way the story goes about Ma'at is Ma'at gives thanks for all the good that happens as well as the bad, because she realizes it's all working in her favor. And so, I think the main thing is what could turn around any lack of following the wisdom would be to fall back on Ma'at. So Ma'at is your chief goddess. I want to say, I'm sorry, Eileen, I need to say to Lillian, I would say for you to work with the energy of Oya. Okay, Ma'at is a wellspring of optimism. And why is she optimistic? Is because she's living according to the laws of the universe. Okay. So, you're in the inner circle. So I would study that class on a regular basis if I were you, because this is like a double Jupiter. Let's see what's going on with your Jupiter. Let's see what's going on with Jupiter. Okay. I see now. Oh, let me pull your chart up. Okay. Yes, Deeza, I will put up PayPal details for next week, okay? So for you, Eileen, I can see why, because this energy is really working with you right now. It's been something I'm sort of curious about with you. So Jupiter is going to go into your 8th house. Okay. What does the eighth house have to do with? It has to do with deep healing. There is a part of me that's wondering, is there going to be something regarding your health and well-being that needs to be addressed? Probably needing to do some deep healing work. Yeah, I really do think that Jupiter going into your eighth house is going to really bring up a lot of stuff that's like deep down inside of you, hidden, that kind of thing. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be needed for you to go, if you're going to need to go get some type of therapeutic healing, but I do think you're getting ready to go through a very deeply transformational time where you will have at the forefront a focus on healing any wounding inside of you. And so it could be that, it's just like really keep up with your body, keep up with what's going on with you, because sometimes the emotional stuff, when we start digging it up or whatever, we can feel it in the body. It could affect the body. So that's what I see for you with that. Okay. So this energy of the full moon. Yeah, this full moon for you is going to be pretty intense, because it's going to be right there on your Chiron. So for you, I would say this is a good time to be working on the mindset, the paradigm, your belief system. Yeah, this is going to be a really powerful full moon for you, Eileen. And there's going to be good aspects to it too, because it's going to be trining your Venus. So that's good. Can y'all see that? It's going to be trining your Venus. So it will bring a boost to your body. It will bring a boost to your self-worth, your self-value, your appearance. But it's going to be through. This is a deeply, deeply healing time for you. And I just think that, you're that type of person who is good at doing a lot of self-healing, but continue to work with healers and, people who are experts at what they do in terms of helping you with that emotional healing. You might want to, take some of these classes that are about tapping, like maybe you're going to go to a convention for tapping or something like that. I don't know. Or some type of something that you do where it's a lot of people there and you're going there to get healing in some kind of way, like on a deeper level. I think that's important for you. These eclipses are going to be rocking your world, mama. New beginnings. I probably have already told you that, but definitely something is coming up with career and home, a change on the home front, a change on the career front, moving more into creativity. You have a very creative energy. Now, your midheaven, which is the career point, is in Aries, which is business ownership and teaching. Like you are called to be a teacher, a guide, a healer, a master teacher of some sort. And so I'm just saying that so that you can make sure that you understand, yeah, you're going to be doing creative work, but you definitely are going to be teaching people. I don't know if you're going to be teaching people using creativity, but you are here to be a teacher of some sort, a guide. Like a master teacher, master healer. That could be, another way of looking at this. Now I'm going to pull up, which chart do I want to pull up for Eileen? Oh, let's pull up, hold on one second. Yeah. Let's pull up Eileen's progress chart. I've told Eileen a lot of this, so I want to give her something new and fresh. So do y'all know what a progress chart is? Oh. Okay, Eileen, this is a very deep healing time for me. Something came up today I wasn't aware of. Yes. That's the kind of thing that's going to be happening, I think, quite a bit for you over the next year. Another thing too is to study spiritual text on a regular basis. Listen to the teachings, the spiritual text. It's like constantly doing things to expand your mind. Anyone who got a Tahuti reading tonight, it's about expanding your mind, going into a new place, a new direction in your life. Okay. I just need to pull up your natal chart over here. So do y'all know what a solar return chart is? A solar return chart starts, okay, very good. It starts on the day of your birthday. And it's a theme for the next year. Okay, it's a theme for the next year. And so this is Eileen's. This is her progress chart. Hold on one second, y'all. I pulled up her progress chart. Oh, okay. Let me pull up her solar return chart. I'm sorry. I was about to get you hemmed up, Eileen. I was about to tell you, your solar return year was Virgo, and you're gonna be like, girl, none of that came true. None of that came true. Okay. Oh, okay. It would have been pretty accurate as easy. Okay. Yes, solar return. Okay. So you have Virgo for your solar return chart. We do know Virgo is an energy that has to do with healing, and it's an energy that has to do with problem solving, lifestyle. There needs to be a focus on your lifestyle, health and wellness, and even how you work. Whenever we're looking at Virgo, it has a lot to do with how am I working? Like what am I? The way I look at it for myself is, in order for me to to be a fitness instructor, I have one lifestyle, but being an online entrepreneur, I have a whole different way of doing things. And from time to time, our whole lifestyle needs to get reset. Anybody who I talked to tonight about sixth house, if you have something going on with the sixth house, you got to change the way you're operating day to day. Oh, okay. I did say progress, baby Boo Grace. Okay. Okay, thank you, Azizi. Oh, yes, okay. So Eileen, this is another chart where there's a focus on the sixth house. So changing your day-to-day routines, health and wellness routines, self-care. That's a big topic for you this year, working on your self-care and working on your mindset, healing your mind, working on your body, changing with the way you think about your body. And the affirmation that I pulled up for you is I am nurturing. I am nurturing. I foster good health and curate positive relationships. I am nurturing. Yeah, I'm gonna give you Oya, Eileen. I don't know if I said Oya, but I'm gonna say Oya for you. Okay. You said it's next time for me to move on, Azizi?
Sorry. Yes.
Okay. Eileen, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, next is Baby Boo Grace. Ah, she's a Gemini.
And do you have Regina Dotson's information?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I have. So these are the last two, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. My upper limit is 8, so I'm good. Was this 7? I'm good. Okay. Did I take it down? Okay. All right, Baby Boo Grace. Well, person. Okay. Oh, we got another youngin'. Okay. Thank you, Azizi. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I think I haven't done this in all this time because I was like, I can't manage all of this. Have I done a reading for you ever before, Baby Blue Grace? Mm-hmm. I always have to check and triple check, y'all. I have Mercury and Pisces, and this sometimes I just get stuff all wrong. I even posted the wrong time for this. Azizi was like, "Girl, I'll see you at this time." I was like, "That ain't the time," and she was right. She was right. I forgot what time I said I was starting. Okay, let me see here. Transformation. Okay. Is there a special? I just put the name of the goddess in the chat. Did she have a question, Azizi? Baby Blue Grace? Or is she just talking about her birth details?
My finger's getting crazy. She did put something else in there, but I didn't read all of it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
She said, I can tell you. I'd have to type it.
Okay.
Because I can't copy and paste. Because I'm on 2 different. Well, I could. I'd have to come off of here, though. Let me see. I'll send it to you in our private chat.
Okay. You're welcome. Oh. I can't see it. Just 1 second, y'all. I want to see her question. Or Azizi, if you want to email it to me, I can check my email since I'm sitting here waiting. Oh. I'm having fun. I hope y'all are having fun. Okay.
I put it in the chat, in our private chat.
Okay. Okay, Baby Blue Grace. Got you. Got you, mama. Do you want me to mostly focus on your chart, Baby Blue Grace, or do you want me to pull Oracle card for you too? Mm. Thank you, Dr. Vershawn. I couldn't just focus on your chart. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So y'all just give me a second, okay? Because I want to pull up a couple of charts just to kind of get an overview of I just want to get an overview. So a lot of times when I do readings for people, it's like you want to look for patterns, and a lot of times you're going to see everything shows up, you know. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? Okay. Just another few minutes. Azizi, feel free to say whatever you want to, whatever. Doesn't matter. You might just be like, girl, I'm tired. I don't feel like going on.
No, you're fine. No, I wasn't sure. I don't want to mess up your flow.
You're not going to mess up my flow. I don't. The silence is kind of messing with me.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor, for sharing, for lighting the candle. Yeah, I lit a candle at the beginning before we got started. So thank you for that. And this has been wonderful. I hope, I know I'm getting information that I need for myself also, because, you know, as we always say, sometimes, you know, I like doing this publicly because some of what's said to one person will resonate with everyone. And then you see different themes that come up. So this is wonderful. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. Like Ocean Funke said, big changes. Okay, so are you ready, baby boo Grace? Yes. Oh, anytime. You know I got you. You know I got you. Okay, so we're going to start with the natal chart. Thank you, Azizi, for that input and comment. So, baby boo Grace, you are a Sag rising and Gemini sun. Well, I know you're Gemini sun, but is that what, to your knowledge, that's correct, right? That's going to explain quite a bit. Okay. So what I want to talk about is, and I'm going to sort of talk about, sometimes when we do readings, we have to kind of talk generally, but the person who hears me talking will know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So one of the things that I want to say about this chart is you, dear sister, are somebody who will always have to take very good care of yourself. You'll have to go out of your way to take very good care of yourself. And that is because, number one, you have the moon in Scorpio in the 12th house. Okay, very good. So you have the moon in Scorpio in the 12th house. Anytime you have a planet like the moon or the sun, maybe even like Venus, Mercury, something like that, in that 12th house, that is a house that will make you very sensitive when it comes to like taking care of your mental health. You know, I know a lot of people who deal with 12th house energy is very similar to being a Pisces. Pisces is known for having to really take care of their mental health. And that's something that's very important for you. Combine that with the fact that you have 2 planets in the 8th house. And the 8th house is a house that has to do, you heard me talking about Eileen and her 8th house. I was like, whoa, it's going to be really a very important time for you to, take care of yourself. Like some darkness might come up or whatever, because that 8th house, it has to do with darkness. It has to do with what the wounding that's on the inside of us. And so, your moon, which is what rules the 8th house, is in the 12th house. You have houses, like several of your planets, the 12th house and the 8th house, they're looked at as they're what are called dark houses. Okay. This is just your birth placements. So when you have planets there, because we don't use astrology, no one told you growing up. So now you get to find out, I got to take care of myself. You might find that you are constantly like, you one of those types that's like, oh yeah, I've been with my therapist for this many years, or I've been working with this healer for that many years. You're somebody who I think would do great with, doing healing workshops. Just be totally okay with it. Doing healing workshops. I think for you, hypnosis would be essential. See, I'm a Pisces, and that's the energy that has to do with hypnosis. Okay. And you have 12th house energy, which is like Pisces. It's the house of the subconscious. And so, a lot of times when people are needing to feel better, body, mind, spirit, emotions, it is because there's something in the subconscious that has them stuck. Is something in in their subconscious that is because see, the 12th house is the house of the unseen. And sometimes stuff is buried so deep into our subconscious that we can't even, we don't even know it's there. Our subconscious is a perfect memory. And so it remembers everything. If we don't take care of our subconscious, then we can have stuff, affecting us, moving us. For you, I would say it's definitely something emotional. I don't know if there's something that happened a long time ago and it's like stuck emotions, just like that little girl from Inside Out. And so it wasn't until that emotion got unstuck, once it got stuck, she went from being this happy little girl to being like totally depressed and sad. And it showed all those emotions in there, all stuck. And so once they got up and moving, I can't remember exactly what got things moving for her. That's when she became happy again and she became herself again. And all of that is a reflection of, stuff happens, emotions get stuck inside of us. What do? Well, we have to go out of our way. So what I told Eileen is what I'm going to tell you. Pay whatever amount of money you need to pay to get some help. Now, hypnosis is so easy, okay? Because, sometimes we may not have a lot of energy to really do the healing work. And so what do? We do it passively until we get some extra energy to take some extra steps, right? And so with hypnosis, you can put it in your ears and literally just go to sleep. Another one I would recommend for you would be subliminal messages. You can get hypnosis tracks on Audible. Subliminals, I don't know. I would not use them off YouTube, put it that way. Maybe if y'all know of subliminals or the hypnosis that y'all like, no, this is good on YouTube, let me know, because I don't use those if I don't know where they came from. But I buy hypnosis on Audible, and I'm letting you know, baby boo Grace, I am a hypnotherapist, but I'm going to go get some more training because I know we need to see Black women, we need to see women, but we definitely need to see Black women, women of color doing hypnosis so that we can get some help. But I do think hypnosis, subliminal messages, doing things like tapping. And sometimes sometimes I tap on my own, but sometimes I'm like, let me pay somebody. Let me go, buy the Tapping Solutions app, and I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to tap. Okay. Now, another thing that I see is Amazon Prime. Okay, very good. Oh, yes. You strongly related to that movie. Yes. Pain just boils up. And so another thing that I think is important for you as a Sag rising is imbuing your mind with the truth. Like constantly listening to teachers who are like, okay, let me tell you the truth of who and what you are. You energy. You're not baby boo grace. You are energy. You are the infinite in a body. And you've just forgotten, and you need to open yourself up to, remember the truth of who and what you are. And so when we're listening to like Michael Beckwith, he's one I love to mention, because to me, he's like one of those great teachers on the grand stage. And I have always benefited from his work. We don't hear him being embroiled in, at least not yet, in scandals and stuff like that. And he's like so good. He's a modern luminary, and he's so good at what he does. And so I think it's important for you, because you've got to begin to speak to your spirit. You've got to begin to speak to that part in you. There's a light in you, and you want to get it activated. And see, with you being a Sag rising, it's so important for you to listen to these wisdom teachings. Even if you're like, I'm not quite sure if I know that is my truth. Like, it sounds good. I'm not living it yet, but it's important for you being on a journey of searching for the truth. You are a truth seeker because you are a Sag rising. So I think that that's very important for you. Okay. Now the Sages, I've been telling everybody, Sag risings, it's been rough. It's been hard. The majority of the eclipses on this Gemini and Sag axis have happened in Sagittarius. Got one more coming up, and it's going to be close to your ascendant. So this is a eclipse where it's very important for you to take very good care of yourself, like deep self-care. Starting at the top of, well, for sure, once we go into Sag season. Once we go into Sag season, it's very important for you. Yeah. I would even say just at the top of, I say with Scorpio season. Once we go into Scorpio season, it's like you're full on doing everything you can to take care of yourself, because, well, we're going to have the eclipse in Taurus, which is where your Chiron is. Yeah. And so you're going to be experiencing even more change, because the eclipses have been in Sag and Gemini. The other thing is, where are you supposed to be going? What new direction are you supposed to be going in? If you can get yourself to go in that direction, it will put you in a position where you are more likely able to feel like you're able to, I don't know, you'll just feel like, okay, I can do this. It's sort of like when we feel like we are stuck, you really and truly got to keep yourself moving. Someone asked me this last night, and I was like, you got to get up, tap, move your energy. Sometimes the way to get moving is to deep self-care. And it's been so hard on the Sagittarius. I know so many Sag risings who are like, I'm just wrecked. I'm wrecked. And then you've got it double because your sun is in Gemini. So it's like you've been pulled in two different directions. But there is this part of Sag that is like, you got to let something go. You got to uncover whatever is like covering up your truth, or do something with your body, take your life in a whole new direction. But it's through letting something go. Okay. And then, like I said, when these eclipses move into Taurus and Scorpio, this is a focus on your health, your wellness, and this will be your way to go in another direction. You want to start changing your day. You want to wake up every day and say, every day I'm doing something different. This is one of the ways that you begin to change your subconscious mind, is you because a lot of times the subconscious mind is like, what does she want? What does she want? And whatever we find ourselves doing over and over again, that's what we will find. The subconscious is like, boom, bet. got it done. And you just feel yourself, it's just so easy. It's just so easy. You just stay right where you are. But if you wake up and you say, for instance, I'll tell myself, I'm not going to use Edge. I'm going to use Chrome. Or instead of going to the grocery store, when I turn right, I typically turn right to go to the grocery store. I'm going to go a whole new direction. You got to start tripping up stuff, you know? Now, I do think if you feel like, hey, let me see, what I can for you. If you feel like, yeah, I need to, you know, go get a therapist or go work with a healer, that is indicated in your chart also. But you definitely will need to be deep self-care and healing. And, you know, maybe for you, doing a little bit of grieving would be, I don't know if anything has happened where you might feel like you're grieving, but you might want to do that. And that's, I think we've talked about this before, Baby Boo Grace. I still feel like it's wrong to care for myself more than others. And it's not. So I want you to think about this. This is something I've been telling myself. And I think I have. Okay, so you are, let me just add up your age. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Let me tell you what the lessons. Okay, thank you, Zizi. Let me tell you what the lessons. Good, Zizi. The lessons of the 40s. Okay, you ready? Anyone out there in your 40s? Hear me. Okay, I'm your big sister. Is self-care. That's the lesson of the 40s. Let me tell you something. 40s is the time to take very good care of yourself. Because let me tell you something, Baby Boo Grace. Let me see here. 40, 5th house year. Okay. That's a good year, Baby Boo Grace. You're in the 5th house year. Let me write that down. 5th house. So I have been telling myself here lately that I am the only one that's with myself 24/7. I'm it. If I'm going to take care of anybody, I'm taking care of myself. So I encourage you to begin, because let me tell you what. I pulled for you Orsair negative, Haru positive. Orsair is saying, be authentically who you came here to be. So we got Orsair tonight and Tahuti. We're going to have to do a wrap up on Orsair and Tahuti. Even Haru. Haru has been speaking a lot too. But Orsair is like, you need to step authentically into who and what you are. You need to be the truth of who and what you are. And, you know, your purpose, 3rd house in Aquarius. No. 9th house. Yeah, you're here to inspire people. You're here to be a great teacher also. Maybe a coach. I don't know if you want to be a coach. Or maybe you're artsy with your hands or something like that. But authenticity, being authentically who and what you are. And is it authentic to be taking care of everybody else, knowing that it's to your detriment? That's not the, if you really and truly are like overdoing it for other people, you should be able to say, I don't have the energy to do it right now, y'all. I'll do it, but I don't have the energy to do it. You should at least be able to do that, right? But Haru is the belief system. And so it's saying, what this is saying is that if you want more to feel more peaceful on the inside, then it's important for you to shift your belief system. And I think it's important for you to shift your belief system regarding how you take care of yourself. And how do you do that? You begin to hang out with people who are like, girl, you need to take care of yourself. I take care of myself. You know how we just sit around and talk? I take care of myself. So that's super uber important for you. And I can tell you right now, in your chart, self-care is key. It's very important. All right. Okay. I'm don't know if I pulled. No, I don't think I pulled it. And then we'll move to Regina. I hope that this has helped you, baby boo Grace. Oh, what did I want to look at? Hold on real quick. You're progressed Capricorn, which is, guess what? Focusing on self-care from your first house. But okay, let me look at your let me see it. Progressed Capricorn. You still got 8th house energy. You still got 8th house energy in your progressed chart. The sun, the North Node, Venus in the 8th house. It's important for you to take care of yourself. And your solar return chart is Virgo. Virgo is career. So this is a year for you, actually, baby boo Grace, to be focused on your career and to be focused on having more fun and being authentically who you came here to be, which is very Geminian and fun. And for baby boo Grace, I have, oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm all black. I need to turn on my light. It's easy. I am uplifted. I am uplifted. Hold on, let me turn on my light, y'all. Okay, for baby boo Grace, I am uplifted. I rise above to bring joy and happiness. I am uplifted. So what do we do with affirmations? We seek to embody them. I rise above to bring joy and happiness. And I want you to add on there, to myself. To myself. Yes, I think that's important for you, baby boo Grace. Okay. Ooh. Yes, okay. So let me go on to Regina, and then I'm going to come back, and anybody who I've done a reading for, we can talk more if you have more questions. But yeah. So that's something that is going to be important for you. I'm going to move on to Regina, but I want you to tell me what is it that what is your plan for moving into deeper self-love? Were you about to say something that's easy?
I was going to see if I could offer something to baby boo Grace, because I was where you were not too terribly long ago. And I didn't have this platform to help me. And I'm so glad that you are on tonight and you found this group, because this is going to help you come through, because you're not alone.
Ashe.
This just reminds me of a time in my life. I think I was around 40 also, when I was going through some stuff. And just know that you are loved. That call on your ancestors. That's what's coming to me.
Ashe.
And those moments when you're really feeling bad, go through the house and turn on every light in the house. Don't sit in the dark. Turn on every light in the house. Turn on some music, something fun, and just be in that space and know that you're getting through this space, and you're going through this for a reason, to inspire others, I think, to show someone that you made it through.
Ashe.
I know how you feel, my love. I know.
Zizi, that is just so on point.
You got this, baby. You got this.
Ashe. Yeah, we're going to come back. I think that a lot of us understand where baby boo Grace is, and I think it's important for us to have a discussion about it too. I just want to make sure I honor Regina. Even though Regina's been around since, like, I don't know, Whenever I started doing this, that's how long Regina has been around. Ooh, okay, I'll do that one. Okay, I'll do both. Okay. And keep chatting, baby Boo Grace. We're not done with you. I'm gonna come back. I just have to let me pull up Regina's stuff. Micheline, yes. Yeah, Regina, how long have we been working together? I don't know. Let's see here. 2006 is when I started. I don't know if it was 2006, maybe 2007. I don't know how long we've been working together. Okay. So for Regina, interesting. We have another Orsair. Okay, 2004. Wow. Okay. Wow. I pulled for you Orsair positive, Sekert positive. So a huge thing that we have this evening is authenticity. And the other thing that I'll call it for Regina, Baby Boo Grace, Ocean Funke. I'm even going to say Lillian, Shakira, and Tess, or BA. Yeah, authenticity is this spiritual awakening topic. There's a spiritual awakening that's happening for quite a few people. And so that's something that is very important. So the authenticity is about stepping fully into who and what you are. Now, we'll say it's spoken the positive. So Regina, it could be that you're feeling like I am myself. I am finally walking in the truth of who and what I am, or I'm doing a better job at doing that. This is an energy of unity, and understanding that, well, that's a key word for this, unity, but also understanding that there are sometimes what looks like people who are at odds might be complements. It's complementary energy. Again, going back to what I talked about with Ocean Funke, or anyone that got this Orsair reading, it is about operating according to understanding that, the divine is always aware of what you need, what you want, what you desire. There's just the oneness, so unity and oneness. And that you are heard, that you are tapped into higher resource, that you are open to following the wisdom. This, when Orsair speaks, is like you really and truly got to be tapped into following the wisdom, listening to the wisdom, trusting that the wisest path forward will be revealed to you. And then the omniscience of the universe is what you rely on to power everything to work in your favor. So again, it's speaking in the positive. So that's, I think that there's a time of abundance that you're in, or that is about to come your way. I think that's something that, let me see, pull your chart up. Oh, okay. So with you being a Virgo rising, Woo, you are at a Chiron return. You're at a Chiron return. So this is a deeply healing time for you. And what will end up happening is as you continue to move through this Chiron return, when you come out on the other side of it, because Chiron is about healing. So it could be, there's something coming up from your childhood that negatively impacted you. And it might have to do with the subconscious, something in the subconscious, something to do with your father, something to do with masculine energy. And now you're going to face it again. And then when you come out on the other side of it, it's like totally gone. So for me, when I had my Chiron return, it was very painful. It was when I say that Chiron return was painful, because my Chiron is very close to my Venus. And so I've always had body image problems and always sort of like constantly, and y'all hear me talk about I'm constantly working on my weight. And, I really and truly never see myself like I really am until when I see pictures, maybe 6 months out, 2 years out or something like that, I'm like, why did I think I look like whatever? Typically, I think I'm like this really huge person, weigh so much, right? And so when that Chiron return happened, like every insecurity, every word that someone had ever said that was like disparaging to me regarding how I look, like all my self-esteem and self-worth issues, it was like one of the most painful times I'd ever experienced. But I knew it was my Chiron return. And so I just let it boil up, and I just let it, I faced it. I think that's important for you, is to face everything that comes up, cry, let it out, because you know that you're at your Chiron return. It's your opportunity to heal something from a long time ago. Worthiness, dates. Okay, got you. Very good. So that's one thing I think is good for you to understand and know. That, let me just make sure this is natal. Okay. Is that you're having a Chiron return, and this Chiron return is going to greatly help you. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be moving into being more authentically who and what you are, but it might be through a little bit feeling like this is rough. So your moon is going to be in this Aries full moon. Oh yeah, definitely the self-worth, the self-value, all of that is going to be coming up. It's going to be opposing your moon, opposing your Jupiter, self-care, self-worth, self-value, money topics. You'll find that coming up also. Shared resources. And, I know sort of what's going on with you too. So yeah, sometimes it's like co-parent stuff, money that could be coming up, or issues regarding money that has to do with a co-parent or a partner. This money topic could be coming up with this full moon. Okay. It's going to be a deeply powerful full moon for you because you have so many planets down here in Libra. It will be, and it's your moon, your Jupiter, but it's definitely going to be bringing up topics that I've talked about: self-care, money, food, self-worth, your value, healing your wounds. It's going to be very powerful for the Virgos. I want the Virgos to take some deep breaths. So I see that. Oh, your Chiron return is happening right now, but let me see, yeah, it's exact right today. Your Chiron return is exact today. So let me just tell you this, Regina, because what I'm looking at right here, it doesn't have Chiron on it, but your Chiron is at 10 degrees. So you can look up and see when is Chiron going to be. You want to look at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When Chiron is transiting those times, okay, thank you, Azizi. When it's transiting those times or those degrees, you're going to be feeling this every piece of this Chiron return. Every piece of this Chiron return. So it's happening today. It's exact. Okay, another thing that I noticed is if people who have planets in the fixed signs. Oh, wait a minute, let me make sure I don't get that. People who have planets in the fixed signs, we are really going through quite a bit. It's rough. And that's because of these planets over here in Aquarius. So Saturn, okay, so it's interesting because the second card I pulled for you is Sekert, positive, Sekert positive. And so with Sekert, you know, that's about stability and structure and being patient and getting real with yourself. Sekert is like, get real. It's very serious energy. It's like, be very sober about your situation. Work hard. It's very much like Saturn. Work hard. It's also, I would say, the energy of the elder, which you're a baby elder also, you know. So that's one thing that I'm learning, because we're born in the same year, right? Yeah. So one thing that I have figured out is this is a year for us to be figuring out emotionally how to be more like an elder as we get older. You know, people who are older, they just have a whole different way of approaching situations in life and the way they see things. And it's starting right now where we are. So that's something that's important for you in the fourth house year, working on your emotional maturity and just really stepping into being a mature elder is important. But your sixth house, Saturn for you, Aquarius for you is your sixth house. And so it's about having more structure regarding your health, your wellness. Sixth house is another big one for everybody this evening. A lot of folks got stuff going on with their health, their health and wellness routines. And for us at our age, Regina, it's about making sure we're creating a lifestyle that will keep us, youthful and young and vibrant for as long as possible, as well as changing the way you operate day to day at work. So you already got that going on in this sixth house, but it's opposing your sun and your Mars. So for you, the hypnosis is very important. Maybe there's something in your subconscious that it's sort of like, let me see here. I don't know if it could have something to do with spirituality or Mars. Well, yeah, healing. Yeah. That would help you to step into a deeper level of healing, especially when it comes to wounding or your mind, your mental health. I would imagine your mental health is, well, maybe not so much right now, but next year you might feel a little bit challenged in your mental health because Saturn is going to be moving. Well, you may have felt that way because I think Saturn got to about 14 degrees before it went retrograde. And I can imagine you may have felt some kind of way in your health or in your mind. In your mind. Let me see what you're saying. Yes. Okay, so another thing for you when Sekert speaks is chanting. I would turn on a lot of chants. If I were you, I would ponder, meditate. All the Orsairs, if you got Orsair, meditation. If I pulled Orsair for you at all tonight, meditation is important for you, okay? Now, Jupiter is going to be going into your seventh house and transiting your north node. So that's exciting. I think you're going to be inspired. You may be looking back from May to July of this year. And I think I remember seeing your Instagram post. You were on fire. So I think that you're going to have a renewal in terms of like, I don't know if you are still a consultant or something like that, business owner. I think you're going to be moving in that direction again. You're going to feel fire to get that done. But you definitely need to be working on health and wellness. So for you, the eclipses are going to be happening in Scorpio and Taurus. Oh, okay. So I wanted to talk about your Saturn in Taurus, because that's being, you're going to have Saturn square Saturn. I've had that. It's not fun. I've already done that transit. Man, that was a hard transit. That was a very, very hard transit. And it is going to be about you taking your philosophy of life in a whole new direction, especially when it comes to health and wellness. Okay. So when we get about, I guess, late 40s, 50, 51, something like that, you'll experience Saturn square Saturn. Everybody does this. Okay. So she's getting ready to experience Saturn square Saturn, and is transiting Saturn is going to square your personal Saturn from the 6th house to the 9th house. And so, yeah, you'll start actually feeling like, well, another thing for you is you'll be like, I'm getting ready to travel again. I'm ready to go travel. And you want to create a lifestyle that allows you to travel. But I also think, let me see here. Yeah, I think it's going to change something about, hold on one second. Your career. I think it'll shift your career some too. But it's harsh. I did not like that transit. You feel pressured. It's a time where you feel highly pressured. Let me look at my ephemeris. Yours is at 21. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. I taught this today in my in the inner circle for the class that I taught on astrology. This is called an ephemeris. If you want to know when something is going to transit your planets, you can use the ephemeris. So Regina's Taurus is at 21 degrees, excuse me, her Saturn is at 21 degrees of Taurus. So this is cafe astrology. I in 2022, because right now it's at 7 degrees. And so I already know it's not going to make it to the 21st degree by the end of this year. So let's look and see, when is it going to make it to the 21st degree? So it's at the 21st degree, but we want to give it plus or minus 2. Okay. So we're looking at 19. So yeah, starting around March, Regina is going to be feeling every piece of that until, what is this, April? Until the end of April. You're going to feel that Saturn square Saturn. It'll feel just like you're being really pressured. Something with career, something with lifestyle. Let me see here. So maybe even something with relationships as it relates to business or career or what you're known for. Another thing is, Regina, I don't know what's going on with you and, marriage partnership. So it could shift that in some kind of way. And then let's see if it's going to be another one. Okay. So then March, and then we're going to be looking at July around the 16th through, it's going to sit on that 19th degree through October 1st. So that's how far we'll go out. It's going to transit again too after that, but you'll have 2 major Saturn square Saturn transits next year. Okay. Are you living in a mobile van now? Regina? Okay, thanks, Azizi. Okay, let me give you Regina. I pulled two for you. Sometimes I don't like this one card just because I don't like the picture. But this first one is I am graceful. I decided to go on ahead and do this one because I just think you need it right now for what you're going through. Strength is the root of my elegance. That is you. That is you. Strength is the root of my elegance. And we want to affirm for Regina, I am extraordinary. I am extraordinary. I own my greatness and am so much more than ordinary. Spoken like a true Leo. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Planning for next spring. Okay. Yeah. I can see that happening for you. I really can. The key is to make plans because that's what Sakurt is about. Sakurt is like intuit the plan and stick with the plan. Have good boundaries, have good structure. Okay. Okay. So Azizi, what do you want to, what do you think? I'm going to let my table down and sit down. So you go ahead.
This was so powerful this evening, with everything going on with all the energy and I normally feel a certain type of way in October, especially as it gets closer to Halloween. And I just feel like I'm more open to stuff. So getting all this information today, even though I wasn't necessarily the subject of the reading, but like we said, it's a lot of collective things going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if you did one for me right now if a lot of the stuff was coming up. Well, you did one yesterday, so it's nice to have this community and to know that we're not alone, and to have someone who understands and can help walk us through.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm glad to do this. I appreciate your help this evening because this probably wouldn't happen if Azizi wasn't here helping me because, oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah. Any questions from anybody? Everyone who got a reading, thank you all so much for allowing us to do your reading out loud because it's helping people. So even here, I'm looking at Baby Boo Grace, who got her own reading. Listen to what I said for Regina, which is a card I wasn't going to even read, but I was like, nope, I pulled it. I'm going to read it. And she loved it. Strength is the root of my elegance. I got goosebumps. See? You're welcome. Oh, Tess is still here. She was the first trooper. Okay, so, and Azizi, I don't want to hold you on here forever. So if you need to get off, you can. I'm probably going to stick on for a few more minutes. Y'all give it up for Azizi. Woo! So just let me know if you need to leave, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I've got 15 minutes, so
okay.
I'll push my time back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, next time I'll probably just do 5 people. Next week, Diza. And Micheline. And what I'm going to do is post the details, somewhere on social media or YouTube. And y'all can go on ahead and pay and reserve your spots. And then there'll be 3 more spots. I'm only going to do 5 next week. So I felt like there was something I wanted to go back and talk about. But yeah, let me know if y'all have any more. Yes, Regina, no more dimming for others' comfort. Remember, you got Orser, so it's about walking authentically as who and what you're supposed to be, okay? Yay! VA cheered for you, Azizi. Tess did. Glad that was informative, Lillian. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Eileen's chart really quickly. I don't even know if Eileen is on here. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I guess I'll tell y'all this because then it's easy for me to kind of like explain some stuff. Azizi is the best. Yes, she is. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Azizi is the bomb. It's so funny. I've had people say to me in readings that, yeah, you know, me, you, and Azizi. I'm like, you know Azizi? So, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to just be rambling on and on, but we will go back to Baby Boo Grace because I think what Baby Boo Grace brought up tonight is something that's really important. I'm going to tell you, I went to Spelman College and there was, what was her name? Was it? Oh, I can't think of her name right now. My mind is black. But anywho, it was this old teacher, Azizi, and she would put her glasses at the tip of her nose and she would look at us from Spelman and Morehouse and she would say, "You hate yourselves." And we were just cracked up at her. We were like, how's she going to tell us we hate ourselves? She would say, "You hate yourselves." And, you know, she would give us reasons why we did. Like some of it was like, look at the way you know, wear your clothes or do your hair or whatever, you know. Y'all know how it is when y'all be going to school with these black professors or whatever. And I never forgot that. I was like, I wonder if I do hate myself. And when we think about self-hatred, the way I look at it is to a certain degree. There is something that has a vested interest in us hating ourselves. Like we come here powerful and mighty and great. I said this, I think, the other night on one of these videos that I've made. I don't remember which one it was. How do you get the Almighty to remember itself, the truth of who it is? This is what we are facing in this space-time continuum. The Almighty is so steep in the sea of forgetfulness that it will feel like I hate myself. And I've been in that position. I have to like battle myself to not engage and indulge in self-hatred. But I honestly believe that there is something that has a vested interest in us hating ourselves. Or another way to look at it, as we are, you know, the way I like to talk about it oftentimes is we need to gamify life. And so, you know, part of what we can begin to do is to understand, okay, this is a challenge for me to overcome. Because the ultimate goal is self-realization, self-mastery. So when we remember what the ultimate goal is, self-realization and self-mastery, now it's like playing a game. What do I do to get there? How do I get there? Right? But every time the good news about, say, for instance, Baby Boo Grace, is she's like, you know what? I know I'm hurting and I'm going to reach out and get a reading tonight. I know I'm hurting. And I saw the comment where you said you're going to go to the therapist and stop doubting. Yes. That's what I'm telling you, that is very important for you. And sometimes we just have to stick and stay. What was your, I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget. What was your did I give you an affirmation, baby Blue Grace? Anywho, it's important for us to make sure that we understand the mission. The mission is to awaken. The mission is to awaken. And as long as we keep doing something, anything, that's why I was like, get up and move. If you got to do it passively, just put the hypnosis in your ears, put the inspirational word in your ear. I think a lot of us have been in that place where we're immobilized by self-hatred, lack of love. We're immobilized by our wounding. And so it just will be so important for us to make sure that we just keep at it, and you will get free. And so 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to set, let me see. Next year is going to be 6. The year after that is going to be 7, 8. So in about 4 years, I think you're going to have an easier time. This year could be good for you, baby Blue Grace, but I think next year is going to be, this could be a really good year for you. But in 4 years, I think you're going to feel a little bit more awakened. So eclipses in Taurus, there's going to be one. Let me see here. It's the one in November. November 19th. And that one's going to hit your Saturn, Regina. That one's going to hit your Saturn. That's going to be a significant one for you. But just remember, everybody, eclipse energy lasts for about 6 months. So it's going to hit your Saturn. And then around February is going to be, we're going to see something pop off in February. Then that energy is going to go down until next year when we have eclipses in April. Oh, it's going to be on my moon. Oh, April 30th. What? Oh, okay. And then there's going to be an eclipse on May 16th at 25 degrees Scorpio. That one's going to hit your Saturn too, Regina. I can't remember where your sun is. Oh, I can just look and see. The one in April will be closer to your Mars and your Sun. Those eclipses, they're gonna be really affecting you. They're gonna create big changes for Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leos. And just to let y'all know, I'll be creating an eclipse course, a new one. If you have the old one, that one's over. I'm going to create a new one. So I'll make sure I be. Okay. Okay. Age of Aquarius, yes. My soul aches for those who feel that way. We are a spark of the divine. Tap into your divine and love the perfectness in you. I love this about Lillian. It was like so refreshing to meet her. We met in like not a spiritual space. It was a local business. And yeah, it gives me hope when I meet women who are older than me who are like this. Because I'm like, this is amazing. This is amazing. She is a big sister to me. So she's a big sister to most of y'all. And I'm putting her words up here. And I'm asking Baby Boo Grace to hear from Lillian, okay? Oh, oh, thank you, baby Boo Grace. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am uplifted. Oh my God, thank you, Azizi. I am uplifted. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. So I am holding space for baby Boo Grace right now. I have you, all my sisters out there who light candles. If you have an extra one, I need y'all to light one for baby Boo Grace. I got some sisters out here who be lighting candles for me. So Dr. Vershern, Azizi, and Felicia's here. If y'all would light an extra candle for baby Boo Grace. We're gonna hold this energy for you, baby Boo Grace. Like Azizi said, that's why we're here. We got a community. Where is it? I am uplifted. I rise above. Oh, this even, I mean, like, I hear it even better now. I rise above to bring joy and happiness. I am uplifted. I rise above to bring joy and happiness. So, see, baby Boo Grace, you're going to have to go on ahead and rise above. And the way you're going to do that is take care of yourself. To put you before others. Okay, you mentioned two, one in Taurus, another in the second one this year, Regina, for 2021. So the first one is that November one. I don't remember what day was that. November. I don't remember what the day was. This is why I use the ephemeris.
All right, Ia, I have to run. My sisters, I love you all. Thank you so much, Ia.
Thank you, sister.
You know,
I appreciate you. I love you. I appreciate you.
Gotta go do some more spiritual work, but I'm definitely will be lighting candles tonight before I go to bed.
All righty.
Well, I
wish you guys with your spiritual work. All right. Thank you, Mama.
I'll touch base with you later.
Please do. All right. Thank you. Peace. Okay. Me too, baby Boo Grace. Oh, Regina. Second eclipse is December the 4th at 12 degrees Sag. Which could affect you because your Mercury is in at 11 degrees Virgo. So it could be affecting your body or your mind. Let me see here. Are you talking about my inner circle test? I'll be opening my inner circle up again in probably December, but I'm also thinking about, well, the other thing is SAI, Spiritual Aspirant Initiation is coming. I've been meaning to tell y'all that. I'm putting this up for you, baby Boo Grace. I'm putting this up for you. Actually, I have, thank you, Lillian, some workshops that I'll be doing too. But if people want to join the inner circle, I have a wait list for people who want to be a part of the inner circle. And with the inner circle, I actually do teach classes regularly. Like today, we did a whole thing on astrology. Yeah. So everyone is lighting candles. Self-hate is a different thought pattern. Stay the course. Look at this. Laugh or smile for 1 minute every day. I love that. Ooh, so much support and love for you here, baby Boo Grace. So much support and love for you here. Yeah, I like what Dr. Vershern said. It's a different thought pattern because you weren't born hating yourself. That's for sure. And so it's something that can be changed. So something that I'm focused on, making sure I start bringing to you all, is helping us to understand how do we create real change in our lives. And so part of it is know who you are and live it. This Orsair energy, know who you are and live it. Understand your cycles and honor those cycles. So like, seriously, baby boo Grace, you're in a cycle that's about being authentically who and what you are, letting yourself shine. And so, you know, one thing about scorpionic energy is, I would say, excavate yourself. You've got to, you know, what's the word? Do like a spiritual archaeological dig, where you're like unearthing yourself, your true self, which is your luminous being, unearthing it so that you shine. This year, that's what you're focused on in the 5th house year, shining, right? So understanding your cycles. What am I working on, right? We have a lot of people working with the 6th house cycle, which is about health and wellness and changing how you operate day to day. A lot of people working with that. A lot of people working with the self-care cycle. When it's time for self-care, what is always important for self-care, but sometimes that's the mission right now, is focus on self-care. And that's what we should do, by hook or by crook, right? But the other part that we need to understand is that in order for true change to happen, we have to know that we create meaning. That's it. We are blank slates. We are clean slates, and we create meaning. The only thing, I'll never forget when I first heard this, I was like, let me see if this is true. So be ma'at. The only meaning that something has is the meaning that we give it. The only meaning that something has is the meaning that we give it. Now, why we give it that meaning, I don't know. But, you know, at the end of the day, we just have to know. I just decided to think this way about myself. And now it may not have been a conscious decision, because who would make a conscious decision to self-loathe and, you know, dislike yourself, which a lot of us do this. But when we realize, you know what, I honestly have a choice in this. I really do have a choice in this. Then it's about, okay, what am I going to choose? How am I going to choose to get out of this? And what thoughts am I going to choose about myself? And when we begin to make a decision, because there's been a lot of people who hated themselves. So something that I will offer to you, or anyone who feels this way, would be to hear stories of people, just like Azizi shared. I used to feel this way, and now I feel this way. And so it's where's she in the middle? That lets you know, like, how did she do it? What did she do? And you may not do exactly what she did, but it will show you. One day she drug herself out the bed, or I drug myself out the bed, or whoever else has been through this. We drug ourselves up, and we just said, I got to do something different. I got to think something different. I got to listen to something different. I got to find new friends, or whatever it is, right? I got to go to my therapy. So this is how I'm starting to shift my life. I am catching every thought. In this business group that I'm in, one of the coach was saying something about, y'all got to really watch those troll thoughts. And so last night I was typing an email to remind my inner circle of some stuff. And as I was typing this email, I started hearing, you know what? Yeah, I don't know if they're going to really like what you have to say. And like, you might be like a broken record. And I just don't know if this is working out for you too well. Like, I don't know if you're a has-been, like maybe you repeat yourself too much. And, you know, it was just like all these thoughts just start coming in my mind. In the past, I would just be like, frozen, stuck. Like, should I send the email or shouldn't I send the email? oh my gosh, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? Like, am I making a difference? Am I not making a difference? Last night, I was like, you know what? Hold it. I'm like, I'm typing this email to let them know that I have uploaded some wisdom for them and I'm holding a class for them tomorrow. And this is a problem. How? Like, get out my face, troll thoughts. Get out my face. I'm not, just like a little gremlin. Get off me. Are you kidding me? I went back to typing and it was just like, they just come jumping all over me. Troll thoughts. They used to just freeze me. I would be frozen, like, oh my God. And it was like, it felt like these thoughts were so true. It felt like, as my mama would say, that these thoughts are the true truths. And I just said, you know what? I have a mission. I don't know how long I'll be here. I have a mission. And therefore, get out troll thoughts. I'm going to type my email and send it off. And I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to feel real good about myself. Right. And I had the best time today. Even some of my inner circle members are here. But I really do think Baby Boo Grace and anyone else who feels like her, there is something that is like, yes, I made Baby Boo Grace sit down on her destiny. I made Baby Boo Grace slow it down. I made Tirra not send that email. I made so-and-so not do whatever is in alignment with their destiny. I made so-and-so do something that would not do something that would help humanity. I did that. I made her sit down. And to that, I say, not today, Satan. This is how we have to be. We have to be like, you know what? If I got to drag myself to my destiny, if I got to drag myself to my self-care, if I have to drag myself to self-love, I'm going to do it. I'm going to drag myself to abundance and live in lavish, whatever that means for me. I'm going to drag myself to get everything together so I can do whatever Regina's talking about doing, this living out the van, traveling around the country. Okay. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to drag myself there, though, if I have to, because I'm not going to let whatever wants to make me sit down on my destiny. I'm not going to let it make me sit down on my destiny. You're good, Baby Boo Grace. You're in good space. Oh, good. Yes, that is the inner critic. Yes. And I'm going to be honest with you. When we look at it from more of like a gamification place, it's sort of like, oh, the inner critic just made me stronger. Now, I remember maybe around the time I was initiating as a priestess, I remember reading this book that talked about these critical voices in the head. This was specifically about food. And it was when I heard it explained, like, and it was literally like, I can imagine, because I used to be like a health snob, like one of the worst health snobs. My husband was like, you're sort of a jackass. The way you talk to people about health and wellness, it's very condescending. I was bad. Like, this was the 90s though, y'all. Okay. I've been straight since then. Ever since I had kids, I got humbled. But I still was dealing with this inner critic. And it was literally like the angel and the devil sitting on my shoulder. And they just sit there and it feels like it's so real. Like, we have to believe these thoughts. And why do we always lean towards the negative? Why can't we lean towards the positive, right? We have what's called negativity bias. It's humans, we do. And so the negative troll, I used to say, I was like, after a while, when I, like what Dr. Versharon is talking about, I woke up to it. I was like, what? You saying what about food? Whatever. I don't have, it was just, I allowed myself to loose all this judgment around food and just settle down and be okay. And just be like, you know what? I eat according to my, my inner wisdom, the infinite wisdom of the universe. So everybody who got Orcera this evening, I want you to understand Orsair is the infinite energy of the universe. Okay? It is the energy that runs our bodies. And I was like, yeah, let that be what guides me as to what I eat, what I, how I exercise, how I sleep, what I put on my skin, different things like that. And so, yeah, I can be, but I would not have really gotten to this place of maturity where I don't have to have conversations about what to eat, what not to eat, or whatever. I just follow whatever spirit tells me to do. That's how I eat, right? Or how I exercise, how I take care of myself. But if it wasn't for the inner critic, I don't know how long it would have taken me to get there. Maybe I still would just be listening to so many people outside of me because that's how we're trained. So I hope that makes sense. Yes, one day you get sick of feeling powerless and you just dig deep to take that first step. And I don't know, Baby Boo Grace, if you realize how many of us have been where you are. So I want you, everybody's comments that I'm pulling up for you and for anyone else who's really struggling right now, on the inside, this inner turmoil that we feel. Please know that these are your sisters that are sharing powerful wisdom. Okay, powerful wisdom. But again, Orsair spoke so much this evening. It's so important to make sure that you trust the infinite wisdom within you. And I think for Orsair negative, it's important for you to, like everybody who got Orsair, it's important for you to make sure that you get quiet enough so that you can hear how is the wisdom leading, guiding, and directing you in your body. Yes, take control of your inner chatter. Thank you, Diza. I talk to myself to change things that I subconsciously say to myself. I correct myself immediately now. And tapping has helped with that too. I would say anybody who is dealing with emotional distress should tap. And you should just buy the Tapping Solutions app. I'm a part of the Tapping Solutions Insiders Club. You should just buy it, press the button so you don't have to think. You can just go through the motions with them. Because sometimes if I have to try to figure out what to say, I won't do it. But the other thing about tapping is, so for instance, Baby Boo Grace, if you're crying right now, the whole time you're crying, you should be tapping on these points. You should be tapping the whole time you're crying. Just tap. All the sorrow, all the grief, all the self-hatred, all the self-loathing. Just tap. Let me move this. Just tap. Cry it out. Cry, cry, cry. But just tap when you do it. You don't have to say words, nothing. Because honestly, when you're tapping, it's best to do it when you are like in that heightened emotional state and you just tap. And then maybe turn something on like an affirmations track, and you don't even have to say the words. Just listen to the affirmations track and tap. But you want to try to feel the affirmations as much as you can, like, oh, I am uplifted. Maybe that's what you tap. I am uplifted. Even if you don't believe it, try to feel like, what do you think uplifted feels like? And you just tap and tap and tap. And you just feel, oh, I'm uplifted. Or maybe you turn on a Michael Beckwith video or one of those videos that, really inspires you and it has all the music behind it. And you might even be crying, but as they say, all those positive motivational words, tap. And I don't know if y'all noticed, I just started rocking. That's another good thing to do to calm yourself. As they say in that kids film, Silencio Bruno. I love that. Also take turmeric and neem every single morning. Marble size turmeric and neem. Increase your energy and clean your bowels. Ooh, I love that. Especially for her being a Scorpio. And I love the hypnosis tracks in Podia. I let it play when I fall asleep, and I play in AM when I still have sleep in my eyes. It truly has helped me. I'm going to be creating more. She's talking about the hypnosis tracks that I've created. I'll be creating more. So, Woo, okay, we did this. 3 hours. Wow. That's Mars in Taurus. Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm so glad you said that, Eileen. I've been meaning to create some hypnosis tracks and offer them, to people outside of the inner circle. Baby Boo Grace, are you showing up for the mindfulness practices? Because those would be helpful too. So, well, thank y'all so much. This has been edifying for me. I'm like, wow, this is great. This is great. Whose chart should I look at? Give me. I heard something is going on. Is something going on with Will Smith or Jada Pinkett Smith and Kirk Franklin and their kids? Does anyone know? It's been a journey, but I wouldn't change a thing, and you will get through it, Baby Boo Grace. Ashe. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it was BA who said something. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Rachel, the mindfulness practices have changed my life. Oh my gosh, that just makes me happy. Or it was BA, yes. KF, elder son was molested. Is this the one he's been having problems with? Yeah, I was thinking to myself, it would be good for me to look at people's charts who have something going on so we can see what is going on in this person's chart that something could be coming up for them right now. Let me see news. Will Smith. Will Smith. Oh, yeah. I thought you said his wife's or his children's mother. Garlic helps, really, with fears and insecurities. Okay. That happened a while ago. I remember that, but I didn't know if something else was going on now. I really do want to look at somebody's chart where something is going on, but I actually don't keep up with news or celebrities and stuff, so I don't know, but I would love to kind of use a chart to talk about what's going on. Ew, okay. Yeah, I'm going to look that up because it would be good to see, is there something going on maybe in Jada's chart? You're talking about Jada, right? I'm assuming it's Jada. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to figure out who I'm gonna come on and talk about because I don't know anything that's going on. So, interesting. Very, very interesting. All righty. We got folks down in Ecuador. We got folks all over the country. We got folks down in the islands. Like, I am so excited. Yeah, I'm gonna look this up, Tess. I'm gonna look this up. I'm very, very curious about this now. Because I didn't get a chance to look it up before I came on, but maybe I'll look at their chart and see. Jada's been in, the news quite a bit, a little bit. Going global, I know. It's so exciting. So I want to go down. I want to go to Ecuador. I want to go everywhere. I want to go where Deezer is. I want to go everywhere. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to run. I will be back on next week for readings. I'll be on Wednesday for mindfulness, and Instagram is where I might dance a little bit during the week. Here lately, I've been missing teaching dance and fitness, not enough to go back, but I've been dancing on Instagram. And I'll be opening up the inner circle soon and spiritual aspirin initiation. That's what SAI is. If you want to join SAI, I need to put that up somewhere. That wait list. So yes. Oh, does she? Okay. I didn't know that. Huh. Jada's a Virgo? Okay. All right, Sun Eyes. Yes. Mwah. Love you all so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are family. I'm so happy we were here together this evening. And yeah, I'll see y'all somewhere here in the Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. Mwah. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.